Hey everyone, Luke here with the Knee Replacement Therapist. In this episode of the Knee to Know Show, I'm going to go over some of the top exercises and stretches that I like to do using this green stretching strap. Before I jump into that, be sure to hit the subscribe button, turn on the notifications so you can catch all of our latest videos. So I really like this stretching strap. There's a lot of utility and uses you can get out of it, both with knee replacement surgery and other physical therapy needs. If you don't have a stretching strap or you don't want to go and buy one, you can definitely use a rolled up bed sheet, a nice long towel that's rolled up. You can use a belt that's nice and long, or even a dog leash will do as well. So there's a lot of different things that you can use that can mimic the green stretching strap. So let's show you a couple exercises. So the first one I like to do is heel slides. Now with the stretching strap, the nice thing is it's nice and long. So if you want, you can just put it around the ball of your foot and just hold it like this on both ends of it. If you are a little bit taller, maybe you don't want to reach quite as far, you can also just use the loops and loop it around the ball of your foot as well and just hold it on one end. So all you're going to do is have it around the ball of your foot, and I like to lie down when I do this. You're going to slide your heel, bending your knee. We're working on that knee flexion. When you get to that sticking point where you feel like you can't bend anymore, now you give that moderate intensity pull with the arms, get an extra little bit of bend, and then let it relax back down. So again, try to bend it as much as you can just with your leg. When you get to that max amount of bend, give an extra little pull, try to get a few more degrees of bend, hold it for a little bit, and then let it relax. So that's heel slides, a great way to work on your knee flexion or bending using the strap to assist. We can also work on your knee extension or straightening with the strap. So doing quad sets. So quad sets where you're contracting your quadricep muscles, trying to push your knee down into the mat, straightening the knee, holding it for 5-10 seconds and then relax. So now what we can do is put the strap around the ball of our foot again, either in the middle or at the end like I showed you before. And so now when you perform your quad set, pushing the knee down, you can actually pull your foot, pull your toes toward your head, and now you're doing the quad set. You're working on your range of motion, your extension. You're also getting a nice stretch through your calf and through your hamstring muscles as you do this. So this is a little bit more intensive than your regular quad set. You'll really feel it through your muscles and everything as you stretch out and do that. It might be not very tolerable initially, early on. You may have to build up to this over a course of a few weeks of your rehab and recovery. But it's a good way just to get kind of a stretch and the range of motion working at the knee joint all in one package. So that's a second good way to use our stretching strap. Now the other great ways is of course with stretching, doing different stretches. So easiest one to do is for your hamstrings and again for your calf. So putting the strap around the ball of your foot, you can go ahead and lie down and you're just going to keep your legs straight and lift it up toward the ceiling, using the strap to give you that hold and get to where you have a moderate intensity stretch through the back of the leg, the calf, and the hamstring. You want to hold it for about 30 seconds up to a minute or so, and then let it come down nice and easy. With stretching, we don't want to do too intense. It should just be a kind of a moderate intensity, shouldn't be any increased pain. And usually I'll do about 2 or 3 repetitions, again holding for about 30 seconds to a minute on each side. We can also do a great stretch using this strap for our hip flexors, our quadriceps. So you put the strap, this one I like to use the end of the strap, use the loop and put it around my foot. And then you're going to go onto your stomach. The strap's going to go over your shoulder and you're going to bend your knee, bringing your heel toward your bottom. And when you get to about the end there, give that little bit of pull over your shoulder with the strap. You should feel a nice moderate intensity stretch along the front of your thigh and your quadriceps, your hip flexor muscles. Hold that for about 30 seconds again, up to a minute, and then just let it relax. Again, usually I'll do 2 or 3 repetitions on each side, holding for about 30 seconds at least. And that's a moderate intensity, shouldn't be too intense. Alright, so now I'm just going to switch things up real quick and show you a few things we can do sitting in the chair using the strap. Alright, so now I just want to show you 2 exercises you can do in this chair using the stretching strap. So the first one is another way just to stretch your hamstrings and your calf, and also working on your knee extension or straightening range of motion. So again, you're going to put that strap around the ball of your foot, and for this one you really want to be up on the edge of the chair. You're going to have your leg out in front of you as straight as you can get it, with your heel on the ground, toes up in the air. And the one thing you can do is just a general stretch. So trying to keep your body nice and upright, and you're just going to hip hinge or lean forward toward your toes, and then you're going to start to feel that stretch in the back of the leg. Same thing, this is a stretch, so we want to hold it for about 30 seconds to a minute, and then just sit back and ease off of it. And you can do that 2 or 3 times on each side, pulling the strap, pulling your foot toward your head, giving that extra little bit of intensity with this stretch. So that's a good option. You can also, from this position, do your quad sets. So again, pushing that knee down, trying to straighten it, contracting the quadricep muscles of your thigh, giving an extra little pull of the strap till you feel that moderate intensity, and then relax. So you can kind of do both. You can just get that stretch through the hamstrings, or you can also contract your quadriceps to make that stretch and make that range of motion activity a little more intense. The other great exercise I like to use the strap for is heel slides, giving some resistance, giving some additional pressure for helping with your heel slides. So for this one, what I do is put the end of the strap, put the loop around the ball of my foot, and then you're actually going to loop the strap underneath your chair. So this one, you'll need a chair that you can get and put the strap underneath. So the strap goes underneath both legs of the chair, and it kind of comes around the side, or if you have a long enough strap, it can come up over the top of the chair and up over your shoulder. And all you're going to do, so you perform your heel slide, trying to bend that knee back as far as you can. Just like with on the table, you're going to get to that sticking point. Now you're going to use that pulley, pull the strap tight, help bring that extra little bit of bend, extra little bit of flexion, and you can hold that for a prolonged time or a brief time, and then if you just let go of the strap, and you can slowly let the leg come back out to a straighter position. So slide the heel as far as you can, slide the heel as far as you can, get to that sticking point, give that extra little tug to get a little bit more bend, a little bit more flexion, hold it for a while as much as you can tolerate, and then let it ease off and relax. Alright, so that's just a handful of some great exercises and stretches you can do using the stretching strap. Again, if you don't want to buy one of these or you don't have one, you can definitely make do with a rolled up towel, a bed sheet, a belt, a dog leash, whatever you might have available. I thank you very much for watching. Please be sure to leave your questions, your comments below. And again, thank you for watching and checking us out.